Today we're making attachables. We've got a vest, a face mask, a hat, and a beard. Starting with the vest, you'll see that I've used this player respawn point to get the size correct. Then I can delete this. By pressing forward to open up our properties panel, we can now go to the More tab and make this avatar attachable. And if you choose sticky, then this can be attached anywhere on the player's body. We can set it to only work on head or only work on torso. But in our case, let's talk about using anchor. Anchor means it's going to be stuck to a specific spot no matter what, so it always looks right. So if we do torso, since this is supposed to go on the torso of the player, we can see the anchor position is X, Y, Z of 0, meaning it's going to have a default position. Before we can try this on, we need to first make this interactive and grabbable. If you want, you can add physics, but we're just going to make it grabbable. And now we can come in as a player. We can grab this vest and put it on. And if you get it right on, we should see it snap onto my body, and we can see, first of all, it's rotated in the wrong direction. And if we go to our home screen, click on the drop down and grab our selfie cam, we can now see this is what it looks like. Not great. So what we can see that we need to do is we need to move it back into my body, and we need to rotate it 90 degrees. The first thing we need to do is scroll down. Now that we've scrolled down, we can change the anchor position, and we know that it needs to be back some. And I'm not sure exactly which way, if it's X or Z. Y would be up and down. X and Z are side to side or forward and back. So let's go ahead and start by looking at our object and recognize that it is currently rotated in the wrong direction. And so we'd actually want to move it along the Z direction. And you can see if you come in close that there is a Z on this and there's an X on the red. You'll also note that red, green, blue represents X, Y, Z respectively. So if we come to our Z and we move this by, let's say, 0.5 meters, and now let's also go inside of our object. We're going to select by dragging through both. Then we're going to come to the rotation tool. I have snapping on, so I can easily snap it 90 degrees rotation. And now that I've done that, we can now exit out. And now when we place this on, I'm going to grab that, anchor it in the middle. Oh, I went the wrong direction, so now it's out in front of me, but we can see the orientation is right. Come back here and make this negative, and I think 0.5 is too much, so let's go negative 0.3. That looks pretty good, but we need to go up, and I think we need to go a little further back. We can now make some fine adjustments, like moving by 0.1, and then we'll go move this up by 0.02, and that's just about as good as it's gonna get. You could go a little bit higher, but I like showing my collar in the shirt. Goes back really nice. This is great. The same holds true for the remaining objects, except for instead of the torso, we're going to use the head. So we start by making it interactive and grabbable. Then we come down and make it anchor. And then we're going to anchor this to the head. This blocks out the vision, and it's upside down. So we'll select the mouth and then select the remaining objects so it's easier to rotate it. And now we can rotate it by 180 degrees upside down. All right, so we have some smaller eyes now. And now we can back out of this. And we'll go ahead and rotate this right side up as well. There we go, look at that. I got a weird dog face on, and now I can put my vest on. What am I doing? This head ended up being remarkably perfect right off the bat. If I'd made this more close to the size of a player's head, I would have had to do some slight adjustments, but right now 000 worked great for this object. For our hat, I recommend we go with sticky, and we make that only on the head, so that way it can be placed on at any angle and just have a little bit more variety for the players. So now if we come in here, we grab our hat, we can place it on. Balloon cap, what can I say? And the one you've all been waiting for, beards. We make it interactive, grabbable, and we're gonna have this anchor onto the head of our players. There's a glitch where you need to tap attributes and then go back to more, so that way you can scroll down to get the anchor position. And for this, we know that we need to move this down. So we're gonna go with negative 0.02. And we know we need to go forward, which is a positive Z. So if we go to our X, Y, Z, we can move this forward by 0.02, and then we'll continue to slightly adjust this until we get right to the right position. Okay, gotta keep going a little further. Oh, there it is, look at that. So after just a few minor refinements, now I have a beard, I can grab my hat, and I think I like my regular head, to be honest. Oh, that's not bad, that's not bad. There's a lot of fun to be had with attachables, whether you make it anchor or sticky. Have some fun with this. I hope today you've learned a little bit. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!